Hey there, welcome to episode 44 of Duke's Apocalypse Kitchen. It is Tuesday, and we're going to make risotto.
Yay!
We're not making rice, we're making risotto.
What's the difference?
There's a huge difference. Risotto is made out of arborio rice, and it is the process of what we do to it that turns it into risotto. We're not just going to boil it. There's a reason why we saute it and why we saute it for 20 minutes. We're going to add things to it slowly. I'll explain all of that. But arborio rice is a short grain rice and actually looks different than your basmati rice or jasmine rice. It is short and round, and see how it has like little opaque white bits on there? Those are important because that's where our starch is. Sushi rice, also not your typical rice, is a short grain rice. And we don't want, when we cook sushi rice, for it to be sticky. So that little coating on the outside of the rice is removed. See how one's cloudy and one's not?
Move your head back just a little bit. There you go. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm going to get closer.
So if we were to
The one towards the front is which
arborio,
one?
that's the Italian risotto rice. And then the one behind is sushi rice.
Okay.
And sushi rice has been washed and washed and washed so that that white layer comes off and that starch is gone. So we could saute sushi rice all day long and it's never going to give us the creaminess that the risotto, the arborio rice will.
Okay. So risotto is because it has that glutinous coating.
Yeah, it's a little shaft on the grain of the rice, a little covering. And what we're going to do is we're putting a wide bottom pan that has low size. This is my favorite risotto pan. And we're going to saute it and toast it with oil. And then we're going to start adding our broth and our white wine to it a little bit at a time and keep stirring and stirring. And what we're doing is we're rubbing the rice against each other like this in the sauteing process and adding liquid. And it causes it to swell because it's absorbing our wine and our stock. And it's brushing that coating off, and that makes a creamy sauce.
Okay.
So we're getting a nice creamy sauce without adding any cream to it, which is a bonus. It's really, really delicious. It's really worth the effort.
I am totally looking forward to this.
I'm going to use what is like a cup and a half of this bag. I'm going to use the whole thing.
Does it have to be exact?
No.
Okay.
No, in fact, I don't have to measure out the rest of my ingredients ahead of time because as we will go on and saute, the rice will tell me what it needs.
Okay.
I'm going to go through about a cup and a half or 2 cups of wine and about the same cup and a half or 2 cups of chicken stock as we go along. I'm going to put in a little bit of garlic in with the rice first and saute it with just oil. There's no water-soluble liquid in this to start.
Are you going to move some of that stuff away from your cutting board? How's that for my bossy pants? Are you going to get that stuff out of the way so we can see what's going on, Chef?
This is mint.
Ooh.
So you can make all kinds of different styles of risotto. There's mushroom risotto, there's squash risotto, lots of them. We are making a green pea risotto, which is one of my favorite spring dishes, which is why I pulled this one out for today. It's just kind of funny that Michigan spring, everything in this dish is like basically a pantry item. Nothing says springtime like a bag of frozen peas.
Because Michigan doesn't
Welcome
have
to
spring.
Michigan. Come in, sit down. Don't take your coat off. You're going to need that bitch. You know, because it's only May. It's snowing
Not
outside.
for the faint of heart.
No. So, got the oil in here. It's getting warm. Coating the bottom. Okay. All the rice in the bowl. My favorite risotto spoon has a somewhat straight edge so that I can keep going like this along the bottom.
That's our beautiful neighbor that made that spoon.
Yes, he lives over there. I am adding this stuff in here too. Even though I know there's sushi rice in there,
Who cares?
it's heavily outnumbered.
Yeah.
And
You
what I
don't want to
do
waste
is
your
get
rice.
this toasty and a little translucent, and you'll start to smell it. It'll smell fantastic.
You saving that for stock?
Yep.
still am dreaming about the chicken soup you made. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
Oh my God, the chicken soup and dumplings. If y'all missed that episode, go back. Make the Instant Pot chicken soup, and the dumplings were amazing.
Yeah, and whatever I did, how many dumplings I put in, double that amount, because I had it for breakfast. I'm like, where'd all the dumplings go?
You unfortunately have humans in this house who know a good thing when we taste it.
Yeah, this is true.
I feel like this is going to be another, even though it's a spring thing, risotto for me feels like comfort food.
It is a really nice comfort food type of dish, for sure. So we're toasting just the risotto in oil, and it looks fantastic. And I can see some of it's getting a little toasty brown. Perfect. Keep that going. Hold that aside for a minute. Just a half of red onion.
It always makes me laugh when you do that.
1 clove of garlic.
You need to be a jujitsu expert to do your kind of cooking.
Yeah, it helps. Now, the important thing about how we do things are layered in risotto for a reason. We're going to do the sauteing first, adding our stock and our wine second, cup at a time, cup at a time, cup at a time. Then, at some point, we will throw in the frozen peas and continue to saute so that they are warmed up and cooked in the risotto. When we go to put in our Parmesan cheese and we start dressing it afterwards, we will do that off the heat.
Okay.
So you don't want it to break our Parmesan.
You just want it to warm it up.
You want a wide bottom pan so that your rice has room to spread out and get toasted. If it's too thick in a little stock pot, it just isn't toasting.
What's our shirt today, Chef?
The shirt is my Shepherd Fairy Obey shirt.
And Shepherd Fairy is an artist.
Yes. He did the Obama Hope poster.
Yeah. We were talking about off camera the last time a group of us were in Vegas. I can't remember which casino had it all in the parking lot.
The Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan. Every place you went in the parking lot, the walls had Shepherd Fairy.
Yeah. Each floor is a different artist, and like the fourth floor or something is the Shepherd Fairy art, which is incredible.
And it was beautiful.
Like the closest I've ever gotten to one of his murals. It smells like popcorn. It smells delicious. Really, really nice. We're getting ready. I'm going to throw in the onion and the garlic right now. That was hot. And a little more olive oil.
Just to keep it all
happy. Olive oil makes
souped
me
up.
happy. Look how I turned out. Look, kids. This is one recipe where I'm not shy with the olive oil. I'm not shy with the Parmesan or the wine, for that matter.
Both of them are necessary.
Yeah. Oh, God, I love this smell.
I'm not getting it over here yet. Okay, now I got it. Took me a minute. Oh, that does smell like very popcorny.
Can't stir risotto left-handed. Gotta be right-handed. For me.
Are you right-handed?
Yeah. I'm like, I'll just stir it this way. No, I won't. All right, now the first liquid I'm going to add is not the chicken stock, it's gonna be the white wine. And mostly that's just because I love the way it smells.
Okay.
We wanna hear that, if you know it's hot enough. Now it's important to stir. Keep the rice moving against itself so that it's doing that, brushing up against. If I added all of the liquid at once that we're gonna need for this dish, the rice is now too far apart and we're stirring and it's just swimming in a pool, who cares? We made rice. Big deal. That's not risotto. Risotto is when we add the liquid a little bit at a time and keep the rice kernels close to each other. And the stirring makes them get rid of that coating and makes a nice creamy sauce. You see that?
So it's almost like you keep it like a paste, but not a liquid.
Yeah, I don't want any of the rice to be swimming. And then a little more. Until it starts to boil. I stir. And it's not evaporating so much as it's getting absorbed into the rice. I can actually see the kernels of rice now getting a little bit larger.
So in a restaurant, doesn't it take a tremendous amount of time to make risotto like that?
Yeah, so we actually started it off exactly like this. There's no cheating, but it's called par baking. We're going to par cook the risotto. So at a certain point, and this is about 3/4 of the way done, we'll stop and chill it in the walk-in, and then we will saute it and finish it per order.
Oh, and that's what restaurants do.
Yeah. So that's how you have real risotto in the restaurant, and it doesn't take 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's starting to smell really good.
You know, it's one of my favorite things to do because it is like magic, but it's so consistent every time. It's not hard. It smells amazing. And I can stand in the kitchen for about 20 minutes and just think of everything else I've done the day, just kind of let the day fall away, stir this pot, and I have something incredible when I'm done.
Repetitive and meditative.
Yep. And that's my style with a lot of things. I'm a creature of habit. Some of them are good habits. And now I can see that instantly when I put in that batch of rice, it's bringing up a cloudy broth, not a clear broth like it did the very first time. So our risotto technique is working. And you see it got quieter. Mm-hmm. I want that sizzle to come back between each round of the chicken stock and wine. We'll start adding the stock pretty soon. You could use a vegetable stock. Doesn't have to be chicken stock. It just adds the salty depth of flavor element.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna have a beer.
Should we fast forward through this?
Yeah, we'll fast forward to it. By then I will have added just about a little bit more of the wine, and then I will add all this chicken stock, which is about 1.5 cups. See you in a few. Okay, we are back. It's been about 20 minutes of sauteing, and oh look, I used the whole bottle of wine in
Whoops.
there. Yeah, it smells amazing, and it has a really nice creaminess to it. It's all nice and cooked.
Will you lift up just a little spoonful to look
It's
at
a
it?
little hot.
All right.
See, nice and cloudy. So now I've turned off the heat, and we are going to add oh, I told you I was going to put in the peas so that they have a chance to thaw. So we're gonna do that. We were talking, we were gabbing. It's about 2/3 of that bag. Give these a moment.
And I'll just tell you from smell-o-vision here, like this does indeed smell really awesome.
Yeah. So just to fill you in, I got a couple of requests about what people want to see. A very simple meatloaf and mashed potatoes came up.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
So yeah, so like Thursday or Friday, we are going to do mashed potatoes and meatloaf. Very easy, like quick home from work kind of version. And we're still working on doing 50 Shades of Filet, how to cook the perfect steak. But scoring some steaks in a pandemic land it's getting a little weird out there. So I'm trying to see how the meat market literally settles itself down. And then we'll get on to that one also. What else are people asking for? Banana bread.
we've got all kinds of bananas. One of our lovely neighbors gave us like 2 pounds of bananas that I see them in the corner ripening up in a little shaft of sunlight, even as we speak.
Banana bread, and then we'll do banana pudding as a bonus to that episode.
Banana pudding that you make is really amazing.
So really I was just stirring all those peas around in that hot risotto to help them thaw and cook just a little bit. This is off the heat. Now we're going to shred copious amounts of Parmesan in on this. It also brings our salt. I added like just a half a teaspoon of salt midway through. This is going to bring a lot more of a salty flavor, so I don't really need to add more salt to that. You can add as much cheese as you want.
Are we going to add the whole thing? No. Just dump it in there.
Clunk. Olive Garden style? No. You could.
I'm not against it.
I'm not going to say anything. You do you. I would put some on everybody's plate, as I would serve it too. So I would put this on the table and shred. Like just shut up and shred, Pop.
We're going to fast forward unless you have shredding wisdom.
No, it's only going to take me about a minute, but I'll see you in a minute. All right, I got enough cheese in there for an army of risotto lovers. The last very strange garnish we're going to put in this is
a different piece of lime.
For good luck, you flip the lime onto the floor, and then you cut some more.
I want to see Dashi the dog try that lime.
Find it. It's like, yay! Oh, yeah, it's cruel. Lime juice to finish this off.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You would think that Parmesan, lemon, and peas would be a much more Italian combination. You're probably right. But for whatever reason, lime juice is key in this. Again, off the heat is a little bit of a finisher. And then I'm going to garnish it with a little bit of mint because it is actually growing in my backyard right now.
Oh, you have mint? I don't have mint in my backyard yet.
Yeah, well.
All right. Oh, are you going to make me a massive bowl?
Making me a massive bowl.
I think that size bowl is perfect for me.
A little bit of lime. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I am not. A little bit of mint and a drizzle of olive oil.
We're gonna get in there a little bit closer because that does look and smell amazing. Oh my gosh, that's delicious looking.
And, more cheese.
I was telling Merritt Chef over the break that looks like something out of a Wile E. Coyote or Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Yeah.
I've never seen a hunk of cheese like that. That's apocalyptic size cheese.
You're gonna catch quite a mouse with this.
All right, are we done? Because I feel like I'm gonna eat this.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my fingers back while she goes for this. Banana bread and all the things and easy meatloaf are coming up. Thanks for joining me on the 44th episode of Duke's Apocalypse Kitchen. See you later.